Hello, welcome, and thanks for watching this product focus series brought to you by Keystroke. Welcome to the third in the series of Project KickStart tutorials. Here we'll learn how to assign people to a project task and how to organize the project's task list. We'll take up our story here in the Assign step, where we see the tasks that we are developing in the planning wizard here on the left, and the names of the project's team members that were entered in the Team step here on the right. The instructions at the top of the page tell us that we can assign people to phases or tasks. However, it's generally a good idea to assign people to tasks rather than phases, because if it gets moved to a different phase, the people assigned to that task will move with it. To assign people, simply highlight the task. As we've done here with the first task, create online tutorial topics, and then click on the resource. A check mark will appear to confirm the assignment. To assign more than one person to a task, just click on their name as well. To unassign Carol, we click on her name again, and now only the consultant is assigned. If the planner wants to assign everyone to this task, clicking on the All button here in the upper right hand portion of the screen is a shortcut for accomplishing that. Now here is a task to review tutorials for interest and attention. This will require a new resource, some Project KickStart testers, but they're not listed here. To add them, all we need to do is click here on New Person, add the testers, and assign them. People are the usual resources assigned to a task, but non-personnel resources like materials, equipment, or special lab work can be added and assigned to tasks just like any other resource. Now, here's the fastest way to assign people to tasks. The consultant will be responsible for most of these tasks, so it would be helpful if we didn't need to assign him one task at a time. Instead, we can hold down the Control key and select multiple tasks just as we would in most Windows programs. And now clicking on the consultant assigns him to all these tasks. This technique makes it easy to assign any resources to any task, and assigning resources in Project KickStart can often be done in less than 60 seconds. Now clicking on Next moves to the task screen where the planner has all of the tasks and assigned resources required to organize the plan. Here in the task step, we see an icons toolbar specifically for organizing tasks. Let's take a closer look at the first 7 of these icons. The up arrow moves any task for any phase and its tasks up the task list. The down arrow moves tasks or phases down the list. The left arrow demotes a task to a subtask. The right arrow does the opposite. It promotes a subtask to a task. This icon is for adding a new phase, and this one is for adding a new task under the highlighted phase, or to create a subtask under the highlighted task. Clicking this X will delete the highlighted phase or task. Here's an example of reorganizing tasks to improve readability by keeping early tasks at the top of the list and later ones near the end. The Acquire Consulting Support phase and the 4 subtasks within it need to appear at the beginning of this plan. Highlighting the phase and then clicking the up arrow moves the phase and the task within it to the top of the list where they belong. Now, here's a planning tip. It could be tempting to continue to break tasks into subtasks and subtasks down into subtasks, but this is not really necessarily a good planning practice because project plans really work as guidelines, not as micromanagement tools. As a rule of thumb, 95% of planned tasks should be between 1 day and 3 weeks in duration. If a task is shorter than a day, it's usually an event or a milestone. Now, if a task requires more than 3 weeks, it's really a good candidate to be a phase or to become a task with subtasks. Now let's see how to edit and enhance individual tasks. Correcting spelling mistakes is one popular edit in the task step. Project KickStart spell checker can be activated with this icon. More importantly, the planner can edit and enhance tasks in the task information box, which can be accessed by either of these two icons. The task information box has 3 tabs. Here in the General tab is where to edit the task name. There's also an option to enter the task cost estimate, and once the project is underway, the task percent complete could be monitored here. Here in the Assignments tab, people can be added or removed from the task. Here in the Notes and Attachments tab, the planner can add any note to a task and create more tutorials. That might be a good time to add a reminder about the objective to limit the length of these tutorials. It might also be helpful to add a link to the website folder where these completed tutorials will be stored. Click OK, and the note shows up here along with an icon to indicate that there's an attachment. So now we've seen how to assign people to tasks in the Assign step and learned several ideas for optimizing tasks in the Task step. Think of the Task step as a helpful bridge between the planning wizard of the Gantt chart, which will be described in the next tutorial.